All right. Another beautiful Wednesday here in the city of Philadelphia.
VJ Edgecombe, Rookie of the Year.
VJ Edgecombe with what's he have? 11, did we say?
At least.
11.
Last time I checked.
He's all over the place. We're a little bit upset because, okay, so I said 77. That's a hockey number. You can't wear 77 at basketball. And then Meech informed me.
Kyle Lowry, who was number 7 his whole career, wouldn't give up his number, so he's going to sit on the bench all year, probably injured with that number. So now VJ Edgecombe has to wear Luka Doncic's number.
Oh, is that what Luka Doncic is?
Yeah.
Has he always been 77?
Always been 77.
See, my NBA knowledge is weak. I'm not going to front to the people that I'm some NBA, expert.
As far as my Sixers knowledge goes, it's the highest number a Sixers player has worn since Sean Bradley debuted as number 76.
Now I could have
as a 7'6" center.
Listen, I could have named Sean Bradley's number. There's no doubt, and I probably have. I've told you this story. I think at some point during the 136 episodes. This is 136 episodes, and I thought about that. And I said to myself, "All right, well, there's 52 weeks in a year," and I started to think to myself, "Man, that is well over 2 years of doing a podcast each week, and it's been almost 3 years."
Way to go, us.
Yeah, look at us. I don't know. Hey, it's good times. Anyway, yeah, so Sean Bradley, I'm driving around City Hall back in the day when Sean Bradley's playing for the team, and I look over his big truck, and I look out and I see someone's like knees like in the window. This guy was driving a truck, and I could see the top of his knees on the driver's window.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be hard to find a vehicle to fit
Unbelievable.
7'6" stick figure praying mantis.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so tonight, look, right now it's just me and Meech.
Just us two.
Just us. We're gonna
Everyone
talk
else
to each other.
abandoned us.
Some people say that the quality of the program goes up when it's just you and me.
I mean,
if you really pay attention to what's going on.
Right, we got the good stuff. We're not interrupted.
Yeah, we don't need to. Yeah, it's very easy. It's much easier to have a dialogue. So a lot of exciting stuff going on. We got freaking Sixers starting, which is great. Kind of snuck up on us.
Is it great?
I think it is great. It's another thing for us to watch.
VJ just hit another 3. God damn.
That's all we're going to be talking about. We're going to get into this too, because we're already seeing some Embiid things that are not sitting well. But yeah, we got Sixers starting up. That's great. BG comes back. We have no idea what that's going to entail, but it's exciting. We love the guy. Eagles get a big win in Minnesota. Got the Giants come back in. I can't wait to smack them around a little bit. So that's exciting. Flyers, could be the story here.
I was there Tuesday night, man.
I mean,
we were going nuts. I was sitting 3 rows in front of me was Jameer Nelson
at the Flyers game.
Jameer.
I love that.
2 goals happened in the first period. He didn't even budge. He didn't.
He didn't say like stay. Yeah.
It was him and 3 family. I mean,
okay.
Listen, I guess maybe he was gifted tickets and.
You're saying he didn't
cordially shut up.
He didn't go like, yeah.
After the first period, never showed back up again. It's all right. It's all right. It was nice seeing Jameer. I don't think anyone else in the entire Xfinity Mobile Arena recognized him except me.
Yeah.
And I was trying to
come on, Jameer.
I was trying to tell my wife, I was like, you know that number 14 St. Joe's jersey I wear sometimes at
on the beach at Wildwood?
She's like, yeah. I was like, that's him. She's like, what are you talking about? That's
cool.
I was like, that's the guy whose jersey it was. Yeah,
cool. By the way, if anybody is online and could send out an APB for Fink, he said he was going to join us remote tonight, and he hasn't showed up. So if you could harass him.
He's too busy tweeting about VJ Edgecombe, I bet.
You think?
I'm sure he is.
If somebody could harass him and get him in here, that would be great. Make it really annoying, because I want him to get in here, the Finkster. Yeah, so lots of exciting things going on. I do feel kind of inclined to issue the rare apology on behalf of the program and its participants. Oh, look, hold on. Before I'm about to get into this, but speak of the devil, I see EJ. So we use this technology where if somebody joins in and then you have to admit them on, and I can see below before we've admitted him. EJ Finkcombe. He's named himself EJ Finkcombe, so he's already adopted a moniker that is praising Edgecombe. So you know what? I'll give my apology in a minute, but at this time, I gotta bring in the Finkster here. Finkster or EJ Finkcombe. You know, I'm gonna go to you for a statement here. How you doing?
He might be the greatest Sixers player I've ever seen in my life. Game 1. I'm in. We're going to the finals and VJ Edgecombe's back. Meet you in?
Yes. Dude, I don't know. I sent a tweet out in the summer league. I go, dude, he's a bona fide superstar. I go, you don't see bounce and energy like that, and he's a demon, man. He's so powerful. Like the way he explodes to the rim. Only a few old school guys would get this, but he reminded me of Robert Pack. Used to play on the Denver Nuggets.
The box.
And dude, yeah, you look up Robert Pack highlights, and you're like, oh shit, a Robert Pack comparison that he's probably stinks. No, go look up Robert Pack.
The Robert Pack comparison
was a little compact monster that just used to terrorize the lane and dunk on everybody.
I want to get some credit though, because I didn't know that number was Luka Doncic's, but I did know that Robert Pack had the sick box cut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do get some credit for that. I'm an old school NBA guy, I think, unlike Fink, he's only like 24.
But like, I love everything about him. I love that he came from the Bahamas. I love his whole story, man. I'm all in on VJ Edgecombe, and I wish this team would shed the older guys and just let these guys take over the team. Let them become.
I wish they would move on
generation.
from Barlow. Who's this Barlow?
Do you mean you don't want to see more of Eric Gordon?
I like
Kyle Lowry.
Why do we have Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry on this roster? You can make them assistant coaches. They would probably love it and be good at it. They can't play basketball any longer. You can't tell me there's not two guys in the G League who are better than Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry. You can't tell me. It's
take
impossible.
A chance on somebody. Do a lottery ticket. Someone you think has high upside. I don't need to see Eric Gordon anymore.
Real quick, Fink, what are your thoughts on Barlow? Because Meech and I were like, who's Barlow? Do you know Barlow? I don't know his first name.
He's a two-way forward. He's wearing Demon Ben's number 25, which when we bring back Ben Simmons, I wonder what number Ben Simmons is going to be wearing.
But this is all common shit. Like Adam Bona we drafted last year, and that Broom, or however you say it, we drafted this year. How did Dominic Barlow just piggyback or frog leap both of those and become
Meech again flexing his muscles by showing he knows the first name of Barlow? Good job.
Barlow went to
I mean, I'm the
Barlow went to St. Joe's Prep.
Good for him.
Yeah, he went to Prep. He's from Hackensack, New Jersey.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Right, I'm a little under the weather. I have a little cold.
Well, it's funny. Meech actually can barely hear out of one of his ears.
I came straight from the ear, nose, and throat doctor. Dude, I lost hearing in my right ear. And not only did I lose hearing in it, I have like tinnitus where it's just a loud ringing.
That's what it's called? Tinnitus?
I mean, that's what the ringing in the ears is. But like literally, I want to blow my brains out. That's how annoying it is. But I came.
Sound like Fink.
Showed up to
that's how I feel every day. Welcome aboard, dude.
Yeah, we'll try and get tinnitus and then try and
try to get tinnitus, Fink. Live with the little tinnitus and then come talk to me.
I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor today.
This is going to be good.
And
we're going solo for this.
I'm trying to make small talk with the lady while I'm filling out the paperwork that I have to fill out. And they have a thing where you take a pen and it's in a thing that says clean pens. Yeah. And then next to it is dirty pens.
Mm-hmm. So, COVID relic.
So I'm filling out my thing and then I put it in the dirty pens. I was like, that's a lot of dirty pens in there. I was like, what do you do with them every night? Like put them in a bath of
No, they just take the dirty pens and put them back in the clean pens.
Well, and I was just trying to make a joke, like like there's a lot
she
of
didn't love
dirty
it.
pens. I was just trying to make conversation while she's typing in her.
She's like, look at this
information.
freaking pervert talking to me about dirty pens.
No, like it's funny, man. To have
That's a dirty
separate,
pen.
a separate bin full of dirty pens, and she's just like, yeah, no. Every night we take them and we wipe them individually in Clorox wipes. I was
Meticulously.
like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. So they're like
Crazy.
What do you touch the pen with?
I go into the
fingers?
bank all the time, to deposit checks
Right.
and stuff. I just pick up whatever pen's in there. I'm not even thinking about that.
You're wondering why your ears are all fucked up, and it's because you had to talk to the front desk lady about the dirty pens. They did something
what about the
that.
door handle that I had to touch to go into the fucking ear doctor that everyone else
clean
touched? Yeah, do they have clean, dirty door handle?
Dirty door handle.
Like you got to put a plastic on it to open it up. Come on, man.
How did we already
dirty pens?
deviate?
I'll show you a dirty pen.
Dirty pen.
All right.
And you were in a doctor's office. You get enough free pens from the pharmaceutical companies. You could just replace them.
Yeah. What are we doing here? Come on, man.
I think we've. By the way, I still can't hear out of my right ear. That was the diagnosis. I might have to go on. I have to go to take a hearing test tomorrow, and if there's nerve inflammation or damage, I have to go on a steroid to try and get my hearing back in one ear.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It's really fun stuff.
If you got to go on
turn
extended leave,
46.
if you got to go on
you'll get
extended
jacked.
leave,
as fast as you can. It's fun.
we're in trouble. Yeah,
Maybe you'll get jacked on the steroids.
No, it's an ingestible.
I
I was going to say oral, but then I
He
don't
was
think
watching how he-
dumbass joke.
I saw him say it was like right on the tip of your tongue. You were like, oh, nah.
Ingestible.
Oh my gosh, this has gotten so juvenile so quickly, and I'm like tearing
Juvenile.
up.
I'm
It's
losing
funny.
my hearing.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
And if I have to hear this ringing
I don't want to make
for
light
one
of
more
your
week, I'm going to stick a fucking ice pick in my ear and
ear
bleed out.
infection. Okay, well, look, here's what I know. You're here. You stepped up. Not surprising. And Fink, you're here
And I'm
too.
putting way more energy into this podcast than Embiid did in the first 6 minutes of that first quarter. What the fuck was that?
We're gonna get there. But I have
All
to
right,
say-
minute
Fink's gonna defend him.
restriction.
Hold on.
All right, hold
Coming
on.
off, he has a minute restriction. It's his second
He looked
game
good in that
back.
Delaware blue-white game in the preseason
Yeah, he
game.
did.
He looked good.
You got to get your sea legs back, dude. We're going to win 50 plus
legs.
games this year. 4 seed.
I can't even
we're
pronounce any of the guys in the Celtics that he's facing at center. Get out.
All right, we're gonna talk more about that. The guy who he's going up against looks so old, it's crazy. But I did want to take a minute here, like I said previously before EJ Finkcombe jumped in, to make an apology on behalf of the City Pigeons, because I feel like we really let people down last week. We saw it was actually interesting. So we did an episode on the Wednesday of the night that the Phillies won Game 3, right? And so we were optimistic after that. And then we all know what happened in Game 4 with Kirkring and whatever. And then the Eagles did what they did, and it was morose. And then that all happened on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we were supposed to do a podcast the next Wednesday last week, and it didn't end up happening for a variety of reasons. And I just feel like we kind of let people down because, we didn't provide I was planning on having a therapy session, where we could really talk it out. And now what's interesting is it's so funny the way things work. Now it feels almost pointless to talk about it, even though it was such a devastating
the therapy
thing.
Is time. You just need a couple weeks to get
Yeah, but you know what
over
the issue is? As much
I
as
didn't want to talk about it a couple days
Right,
later,
but it's
even though I wasn't.
It's ironic because we have a podcast and we have all these people involved, but everyone involved in this podcast is the bury their head under the blanket kind of person, meaning everybody goes dark, there's not we're not having discussions on the City Pigeons text about how awful that was. It just goes dark. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to talk about it. So I guess we had to kind of heal, and by heal, we just kind of deny that it really even happened and move on to the next thing. Go Sixers.
It's what are you going to do? First of all, Orion Kirkring, he fucked up, man. This is what I say about. I said the prior week about the preparation, when Max Muncy fielded that bunt and Mookie Betts is running they knew exactly what they're doing. When Trey Turner fielded that ground ball, he was and he threw it to the wrong side of home plate. You got to know what you're doing. And Kerkering, he's not a fielder, he's a pitcher.
Well,
So he fielded the ball and he totally fucked up. It's his, but what are you going to do, man? I mean,
what are you going to do?
He might not ever field a ball like next year. He might not have to field. You're supposed to like move out of the way and let the guy behind you get it, but it was moving so slow. What are you going to kill the guy?
Yeah, because him and the relief pitchers are missing. They're skipping fielding practice during the playoffs. Dombrowski had to call Strom out about it, but we're supposed to be okay with it. And we're acting like Kerkering's a little child. He's 25 years old. He's been in the majors for 3 years.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm not okay with it.
Sorry. I'm still a little angry.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, you could totally be angry. I'm not saying you can't, but like, what am I going to do about it, man? Like, the dude's he's under the club control for a couple years. He's a good situational pitcher. Just, I mean, they did the same thing that the 3 years earlier, and that made me more aggravated. This one wasn't as bad to me.
Okay, so a couple things on this. First of all, I'm watching. I think I've just matured as a fan, because when we used to lose series, I couldn't watch anything that happened past that point. And maybe like winning the Super Bowl and having some wins in my life has got me past that, because I've tuned into some of the baseball games. I just, Game 7, I feel like you gotta watch that to the best of your ability. It's just like the ultimate sporting event. But I was watching the other night, and it wasn't the exact same situation, and it wasn't the end of the game. But there was 2 guys on, right, second and third, 2 outs, and somebody hits a little kind of nubbed shot to the left third baseline, and the pitcher didn't flub it, so it wasn't exactly the same. But the pitcher comes down off the mound, gets the ball, the catcher goes like this, and he just guns it to first, and I rewind it and showed Dean. I was like, look, man, this is how easy it is. Now, look, there was a lot going on there for Kerkering in his defense, but still, you have to be able to compose yourself and make that play. Devastating way to end. But, I got to point out, there was a certain group of people that, really bought into the early Kerkering hype and may have made a particular T-shirt that, paid homage to. I don't want to say paid homage, but let's be honest. Early on, we at City Pigeons, we came up Meach came up with a great idea for a T-shirt, right? It was the Orion Star Constellation, right?
Yep.
I want to pull it up, and maybe I should. I'm going to pull something else up, though. We made a T-shirt. It actually was a cool shirt. And by the way, if you want to troll them, we still have them. You can buy them.
You could buy.
You could buy them. It's really it's a cool shirt. But a friend of mine hits me up immediately after it happens and says the following. Immediately hits me up and says, I want a refund on my Orion shirt, to which I responded, all sales are final. So I don't want to blame us for it, but we and look,
that was 3 years
I know, but I want to say this, okay? Because the Phillies could be a little bit at fault in this, and hear me out. You remember when they brought Orion Kerkering up, what was the circumstance?
He's a late season addition for a playoff.
Yeah, I don't know if he even pitched in the regular season. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So he was like a K-Rod for the Angels,
right?
Back in the.
You bring the guy up, and he has some wicked pitches, but you can just tell the whole approach is not there. And then over the past couple of years, he showed flashes of having really good stuff, but to me, he never looked 100% comfortable, and he always lacked the ability to really locate enough to where he didn't make mistakes that cost us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And seeing him in that situation, it just looked like a guy to me who was never, ever comfortable, who never...
You're never confident when he comes in. Let's be honest. You're never like, all right, we're good this inning.
And by the way,
you don't know what the fuck he's going to do.
People are always like, bring these guys up. Where's Painter, Crawford? Blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a reason that you don't always bring people up in those kind of ways. And I'm not saying with any degree of certainty that because the Phillies brought him up the way they did, it led to that. But I do know this. as much as he has amazing stuff, he has also not looked 100% comfortable as a major league pitcher on a day in, day out basis to me at all since he first came up. So maybe I am saying that. I think I am saying that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's fair.
Does that make sense to you?
Makes perfect sense.
So you're on board with me?
It's fine. It's whatever. Like
It's
like
fine.
he said, what do we like? It sucks, but we can't stay mad about it. Like, we're gonna have to get over it. There's another season, another chance. It's whatever. It's just stupid shit, that little things that piss you off like that. And
Okay. But you know what?
He's not. And then the other thing is, he's not good when there's runners on base, but then we continue to put him in those situations. Isn't it part of the manager's job to know his players?
Yeah,
But
he doesn't need to.
But they get all brought back in extensions. Everything's fine, man. We're gonna re-sign everybody. We're gonna run it back.
They added an on-field manager, so
dude.
Yeah, that's going to fix everything, man.
But here's the thing. Sometimes you just run into teams and you just have to shrug and be like, oh, that team's better than us. Like Dombrowski said, oh, the Dodgers are just a good team. Could you imagine if Howie Roseman came out and was like, oh, yeah, we lost the Super Bowl, but hey, what can you do? The Chiefs are just really good. We would probably march down to NovaCare and rip them out.
You got a good point. And here's the thing to me, Fink. The baseball season is so long, and you invest a lot of time. I'm not saying I watch every single game from start to end, but I'm tuning in. I'm paying attention. It's long. There's long nights, and you care about it. And it's just frustrating to be dealing with the same exits that we have. And there's nothing we can do about it. And we just got to hope they make.
And that's what's so frustrating. It's the same shit, different year. Yeah. With the team, and it's the same team, and we know what the problems are. Everyone knows what the problems and the weaknesses are. It's just the same thing. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Wait until they re-sign JT and Schwarber, and they can't get rid of Bohm, and it's the same 1 through 5 as it's been the past 4 years.
Yeah, and then the Dodgers
Alec
will
Bohm back cleanup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What are we doing?
And listen, the Dodgers will add like some Dominican,
and the
whatever.
best Japanese pitcher who declares his eligibility for the MLB next year.
It's rough.
It's cool,
but we can't act so surprised, right? Because at the beginning of the year, it was like, I don't think anyone could beat the Dodgers. Like, their team is outrageous, and then they kind of slow rolled the regular season. Honestly, they played it pretty well. All right, that's enough. I'm done with this. We got to move on because
get out of here, Phillies.
We got Sixers, but I think we need to get into some Eagles, right? That's what's going on. All right. And I got to say, part of me is pissed off that they lost the way they did to the Giants, but another part of me is kind of happy in retrospect because the Giants haven't mattered in so long.
Right.
And every Giants home game that I've gone to over the past 10 years has been meaningless. And so for them to walk in here with Jackson Dart and his long hair and freaking Cam Scattaboo, let's go. If we don't come out and absolutely thump them, this team's got no heart.
This is perfect to get revenge within a couple weeks. This is fresh in their minds. It was a short week for them. They were coming off their first loss. They were trying to regroup, and they just got smacked again by this team, and they were gloating in front of them. I'm really looking forward to this week. I think it's going to be a 34-17 game, same exact beating they gave us. We're going to repay and give back to them.
And what I was thinking about with this team, you got to give them credit for one thing. When the game matters for any particular reason, or they kind of have to have it, they almost always rise to the occasion. You saw that last weekend. I expect this weekend for this team to send a message. And to me, it's not, I think the game last weekend was a relative must win. If they go out to Minnesota and crap themselves, that's a whole different narrative. We got real problems. This game, I'm not saying they need to win, but if you have any heart as a team and you want to send a message and you want to step on, like, I expect Jalen Carter to come out here and just rip Jackson Dart's head off.
And the
I'm
Giants are coming off the same exact situation as we came off when we faced them, a fourth quarter comeback by the Broncos to beat them.
That's true. And that's an interesting storyline because, you know, with these NFL games, you always got to look at what each team is going through. And at the same, I'm thinking they're going to be so pissed that they lost that game. They'll come out with some fire. But at the same time, that game probably took a lot out of them. They were in Denver.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So those are the things you got to take into consideration. But go ahead, Fink.
I was saying, and like on your guys, what you guys were talking about, like the Giants, they were celebrating a little extra against the Eagles too. Like they were celebrating like it was their Super Bowl. I think some of the players are going to have that in the back of their mind this week too. I think we're going to smack the shit out of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
I think this game should be a referendum on the NFC East in terms of like, hey, this is our division, dude. All right. Are we? By the way,
someone in this room has a tweet out there about how much they love a player on the Giants too. Said he's going to buy his jersey. It's their favorite player in the world.
Under the fucking City Pigeons account, you fucking scumbag. Dude, look at my tweets from last year's college football playoffs when Arizona State was whooping everyone's ass with Cam Scadden. I love the dude. Then during the draft, I was like, there's only one. Like I said, I'm the worst scout of NFL players. There's one guy I want in this draft, Cam Scadaboo. And then the Giants got him. And I was like, fuck, man. Like that's the only guy I wanted. And now he's in conference. And he might be the offensive rookie of the year. And imagine if we had him instead of Will Shipley. Dude, just imagine what the Link would do with a Cam Scadaboo that's fucking ramming his head into a pole and ripping his shirt off after the game.
Okay.
As a white boy running back. He would be
send him back to the trailer park where he belongs. Put him back in his trailer park, eating out of the dumpster like a raccoon. Get Scadaboo out of here. He stinks.
Chill.
Oh my God.
Wait.
He scored 3 touchdowns against us. Like,
question.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Our team quit.
I think that's more than Saquon has this entire fucking year.
That's probably true. Our team quit.
Oh, are you doing Scadaboo versus Saquon right now?
I'm doing DeAndre Swift versus Saquon right now because I'm fucking fed up with Saquon. You want to talk about him?
Yeah, let's do it. You're going to say Scadaboo is better. No, we forget about last season like this. Like, oh my God.
The offensive line scheme and the offensive line sucks this year, but if you're as good as Saquon, make something happen, dude. Does he have a 20-yard run this year? It's game fucking 6 or 7. Does he have a 100-yard rushing and receiving yard from scrimmage yet this year? No. Like, dude, come on, Saquon. He got the fucking number 1 player in the NFL award. He got the number 1 gold chain, and you're playing like fucking Cam Scadaboo's fucking backup, if you want me to be honest.
Right. Wait.
If you want me to fucking be honest.
This is hard.
You want to talk about it?
All right. This is hard for me because, you know, you see a guy like A.J. Brown who a game or two doesn't get what he wants in terms of production, and then he's got to send out these messages, and you got to give Saquon credit. The guy's coming off a historic season, obviously has not had the season he wanted to, could easily throw somebody under the bus or say this and that. He said nothing. He's the consummate team player, which is why I cannot attack the dude. I agree with you to a point. Look, there have been times in these games, especially in the beginning of games, where he's broken off a couple and you thought it was going to go a particular way. All we can conclude is that it's a combination of teams loading up the box against the run and our offensive line just not being as good and being
I just hate that I'm the bad guy that has to point to. I'm the bad guy that has to point out that 2 minutes left in the second quarter of this game, and Joel Embiid has passed the 3-point line like 2 times and has 4 points. Like, I'm the fucking bad guy who has to point this out that this shit needs some work, man. Like, come on, Saquon.
Hey,
come on, man.
You're saying what you feel, and that's okay. I mean, look, someone had to say it.
You can only blame the offense.
Don't let him off the hook. He's a bad guy.
Like, dude, I saw a play the last game versus the Vikings where they handed off to him, and as soon as they did, the Vikings dude had Brett Toth all the way back in the backfield and
He's bad.
tackled. He was like that kind of shit I can handle, but eventually, man, find the fucking hole.
Okay.
Make a 25-yard gain, juke somebody, do a backwards fucking hurdle, do a somersault. I don't give a fuck, man. Do something for me this year. Something.
Oh my gosh, the guy's unhinged. I will say this: I hate in Philadelphia.
Fink brought it on me talking about I'm a fan of Cam Scatterboo.
All right, a couple things. I do hate in Philadelphia when someone becomes the unnecessary whipping boy, and I'm sure Toth it's Toth, not
Toth,
you obviously
whatever.
want to say Toth.
Fucking
Is it
Toffee.
Brian?
Everyone runs right through him. He's a bitch.
Meech, chill. It must be the ear thing. It's gotta be
No, it's Fink. It's Fink did it to me.
all right. But I hate in Philly when everyone hears analysts and radio people say like, "Oh, Toth is really a problem," and then they just start going. They walk around. They go, "Believe that Toth guy?" You know what I mean? It's not like they watched any film or anything. And then that guy like takes all the blame. I just don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? So just ease up on the dude. He's playing center. That's hard to come in and do. All right, give the guy a break. That's all I'm saying. You want to hate on Saquon? Fine. It's a myriad of issues. But I want to say this: while I'm watching that game, despite the fact that Jalen had the perfect passer rating, and despite the fact that there was a lot of explosive plays, that still just didn't. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. The 3 and outs, the lack of consistent momentum, something just feels off. And I started thinking about last year because I was thinking to myself, every football season is so long. There's ebbs and flows, and teams can change and evolve every week. And it really matters where you are at the end and you're hitting your stride. And like I said earlier, this team always rises to the occasion when the games matter. And so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they're going to do that. But I started thinking about last year, right? I'm like, did we experience this? And I thought back to the Steelers game, right? Which was the game where we said, oh, the Eagles can't pass the ball. And Jalen said, is that what y'all wanted to see? And they showed they could do it. And so on the one hand, I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. And I'm thinking 2023 vibes. And on the other hand, I'm thinking, well, that was pretty deep into the season last year where we were still trying to show that we couldn't just run the ball. It's like now we're in the inverse situation from that. So I don't know whether to just be like, all right, 5-2, let's see what happens, all good. Or to be like, I don't know, this doesn't feel right. I have no choice but to just keep watching and see what happens. Fink, what's your thought in terms of how you're feeling, generally speaking?
We're going to win the Super Bowl.
Hey, you're consistent. I'll give you that.
So my whole thing is, why can they turn it on at certain points and just not continue to look like a well-oiled run machine? Like it seems like they're struggling to get it going. Like you said, what week are we going into it? Week 8? And everything looks like a struggle. Like gaining yards looks like a struggle this year. It just, there's a disconnect. I don't know, Jesse. I don't know what the problem is right now.
I think I can pinpoint it.
Uh-oh.
His name is Saquon Barkley.
It's Saquon Barkley. All right, sorry.
We go 3 and out. That's because we can't be at 2nd and 2 anymore because he doesn't gain 8 yards on first down. I mean, it's simple, man.
Yeah, but if there's guys in the backfield, what do you want to do?
Look at our drives last year. I mean, that's what it was all predicated on. Saquon establishing the run. Then shit opened up. I mean, it's not fucking hard to tell.
Right. I'm not going to allow this to turn into a Saquon bashing scenario. Okay, you've already said your piece. We got to move on because.
But if you're asking what's different from last year, it's Saquon is giving you 0 each game.
Well, and one could easily
biggest play
say
he had all year was the broken play that Jalen just told him to run down the sidelines and he threw him a touchdown.
Sure, but one could easily say that based on the fact that he was unstoppable last year, that teams are playing us differently, right? So, look, I don't think all the blame is his. Obviously, the offensive line's played terribly. So let's just enough. I can't. He's too good of a guy. We can't keep doing this. Fink, do you have anything else on Saquon? Because I really don't. I didn't.
Yeah. So I wanted to.
Saquon's a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. We know that.
Do you think that watching him run so far this year, Meech? Do you think that No. Do you think that he'll eventually be able to find it? Do you think maybe like the bye week it'll be good for the whole team? Do you think it's the line? Do you think it's him? Do you think it's all of his carries last year? Could it be the offensive coordinator? Like that's what I
Okay,
mean. Like there's so many
listen.
questions of what it could be.
Yo,
No,
man,
I don't.
Yo, I'm not Baldy. I can't decipher this shit.
I'm Baldy.
I can't decipher this shit by watching it. All I know is whatever he's doing and they're doing, it's not working.
Okay.
And it worked last year, so figure it the fuck out.
Let me tell you why I think what they're doing right now is going to work. I think when we were running out of shotgun, that wasn't doing anything, right? We weren't effective passing. We weren't effective running. Running him out of shotgun, that just doesn't work. Seeing him under center, Jalen, right? Now we can line up under center, and teams are going to watch the tape from last week and go, well, shit, if they run play action and Smitty goes deep, we could be in trouble. So they're not going to be able to overly commit to stopping the run. And if we lined them under center and we hit a couple passes, then you run. You've got to alternate, right? You can't just be like, we're going to run first every time. Because if a team goes to take away the run and you run on first, you run on second, you could be in third and long. You've got to hit them with a run, look, and pass. And then when they play the run or when they play the pass, you run. It's all chicken, not chicken and egg. It's, you got to try to, it's like freaking rocks, paper, scissors. You know what I mean?
Dude, I
Come
get
on.
it. I get
Nick knows about
strategy.
rock,
Like,
paper,
I get
scissors.
football
You should know
strategy.
this.
Come on, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, it's just not what they're doing is not working.
All right. Well, look, we are not paying enough attention to something that happened this week that was very monumental. Okay. And that was
The Chair
legend.
Company episode 2.
The who?
Good.
Brandon Graham comes out of retirement.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was about
Now,
to say.
I have to say, this may have been the worst kept secret that's ever happened. I mean, last week, it's like, he's coming, and then 17 different outlets are reporting it. And all of a sudden, he's like, it will be announced on Unblocked. And I'm like, what is Unblocked? And then I realized, did you know he had his own podcast?
Yeah, for PHL1.
I know. I had no idea. I'm like, damn, PHLY got the scoop on this. WIP must be pissed. And then I'm like, oh, no, he has a show there. Okay, that makes sense to me. Anyway, so Brandon Graham comes out of retirement. Look, let's just get all the lovey-dovey stuff out of the way.
He's the
best
fucking
guy ever.
He might be the most legendary Eagle ever at this point. But
and I got to tell you, I have been fortunate enough to have been around him. He comes to a bunch of the MTWB events. He came to our concert event a couple years ago, and I talked to him. He's come to the team dinner events, and he's just that smile. It's just so real.
He's awesome.
There's nothing, but I just get a little concerned.
Dude, I was hoping we didn't draft him when he was originally came out of. Like, I don't mean to say that. Like,
that's fine.
But
I mean, you're hating on Saquon, so
but
hate on Brandon Graham, man.
No,
keep your streak alive.
Here's what I want to say about Brandon Graham is
it's ridiculous.
He said that he wanted to come back after the season, but the Eagles didn't want him, which is very surprising to me, especially with how many edge rushers they gave up, that they didn't want to give him a flyer to try and come back. And he had to wait until midway through the year.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
I got to say, when I first thought about this, I'm like, well, I don't love it because he decided to retire. And the only reason he's coming back is because the Eagles are thin. So he's coming back to try to save the day when he already made the decision that he was done playing and his body probably can't do it. But then I heard him say he never really wanted to retire in the first place, which led me to ask the question, well, why the hell did you retire?
Right.
Which made it sound like the Eagles went to him and were like, we're good at D-line, man. We're going to be fine. You won 2 Super Bowls. Just, it's the perfect time to go out, man. Just,
he had the torn tricep in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He tore it again. So why would you bring him back if he has to recover from a torn tricep injury? It was probably, hey, like, you're injured. We need to do something.
He didn't tear it again in the Super Bowl,
did he? He did. Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
He did re-tear it.
I thought that was just Nolan Smith.
Look, I don't think that's like a debilitating enough injury. Like, that's not like a Achilles or something. So I don't think that in and of itself.
He came back from that within the season.
Yeah,
so
I don't think that in and of itself is the reason. But the whole thing
do you think he had a great year last year?
Okay, here's what I know.
He barely played. He had 3.5 sacks.
Hold up. Here's what I know. I distinctly remember last year before he got hurt saying to myself, damn, this dude at this point in his career is legitimately
he's still got the
impacting.
motor, man.
Yeah, he was good, dude. He
Right.
was good. And I was like, damn, he's had an Achilles and this, that. He was really good. Then he got injured, comes back for the Super Bowl. He gets a couple plays, great, whatever. But my first reaction to this was like, this guy is only coming back because it's like this save the day moment. I don't see that happening for him. But honestly, to hear him say he didn't want to retire leads me to be like, maybe, but he just, you know, I think it's easy. And I was asking myself this question. I'm like, can a player misjudge what they have left in the tank? And I think the answer to that is obviously yes, because when you go sit on your couch, you know, like say, for example, we stopped doing the podcast and on a Wednesday night, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm sitting there going, I could still do it. You know, I want to get back in. Right. I need the exhilaration of being with you guys and talking to you. That would be tough, you know, and I understand why he's feeling that way.
I mean, maybe not sure anyone that is listening to this podcast cares, but one guy I thought would come back is Aaron Donald. When he retired, he was a fucking the best defensive lineman in the league. And this offseason, he challenged Jared Verse to come and do his current workout regimen, and Jared Verse couldn't even fucking do it. And he's like a third-year star for the Rams. But like you get guys like that, and I'm surprised they can walk away, man. They're at the top of their game, and dude, you look at Brandon Graham. He's a physical specimen still. He can get to the quarterback if he wants. I'm so happy to have him back, especially since what's his name retired. Our edges that we have now are very disappointing. We need some sort of pressure from the edges. And
all right,
are you worried? Okay. Are you worried bringing him back might stop Howie from trying to upgrade a position further?
No, but what's he going to upgrade? Like, are we going to get Trey Hendrickson or like that?
I don't know.
Crosby, Max Crosby.
If he goes anywhere, the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
Wait, I got to say something real quick because I'm a couple things are going on here. First of all, we got Rocky Bricklayer that I'm about to add in. Give me a minute on that. But I need to speak to people who are watching because on Instagram, I can't tell the technology we use, certain comments, like the Instagram comments, they don't come in to the system that I'm looking at. And sadly, the only comments that are coming in are from Rocky Bricklayer. And I'm wondering, the 446 people, can someone else make a comment? Because I'm looking at these Rocky Bricklayer comments. It's kind of annoying me. But Instagram comments don't come through. And I'm seeing people make comments, but it says one person's watching. I don't know what's going on. So if you're watching on Instagram, I see your comments. Thank you for tuning in. I don't really know what the hell is going on over there. I do the best I can with this technological stuff. And people say I do a pretty damn good job, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, let's bring them in. Yeah, no one said that. Let's just add a little alacrity to the program by bringing in the one, the only. He's in front of the brick wall because he's either about to or he already did.
Would you go 0 for 45 tonight, Rock?
Rock the Bricklayer.
I think maybe like 2 for 10-ish, something like that.
Okay, 20%.
And Ben Simmons.
When it comes to the comments, I was making comments on YouTube, and it seems like there was only about 2 other people on the YouTube live with me. So I don't know how that all works, but yeah, that's what's going on there. That's my technological breakdown.
Yeah, Twitter is where it lives for us because Meach and Fink and their Twitter prowess. So our demo is a little old for YouTube, I think. But anyway, Rocky Bricklayer, 2 for 10. We
got the win, though.
The Sixers
got the W. That's all that matters.
No one cares. Sixers are up 57-51 at halftime. What do you think about that?
I think the Sixers might have the best backcourt in the league. They got VJ Edgecombe with 16 at halftime and Maxey at 22. So what do you think about that? There's a lot of talk
Maxey
about
22.
And when you add in McCain in about 3 weeks,
Demon McCain, baby.
You talk about Quentin Grimes. We might as well run a 4-guard lineup and just run and gun everybody.
Might as well.
Well, isn't it? Wait, real quick. Again, not an NBA expert, but here's my question to you guys. If I'm picking up anything, the trend in the NBA has moved away from the big man.
Not necessarily. You see the Houston Rockets, their starting lineup
but
is
over the
6'11", 6'11", 6'10", 6'11", and 6'8".
But those guys can all run the floor, I'm guessing.
Not really.
Yeah, yeah.
Van
All right.
Vliet got hurt.
They need a guard.
All right, but over the past however many years,
Yeah,
it's
in
trended
general,
towards
yes.
more guard play, right? So
Yeah, it's
and I know
more
our
of a
guards are small.
transition game now. The old school back to the basket centers is all but dead at this point. I was watching a
Like
little
the
bit
Embiid.
of.
You talking about Embiid?
Yeah, he's
No,
not really,
because he's not a back to the basket center.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
a
doesn't
stand
do that
at the
anymore. He just
3-point
stands
line
at the
center.
3-point.
Yeah. I was watching a
So-
little bit of the Lakers last night, and they had, what's supposed to be their savior come in, DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre
they
Ayton
played-
sucks.
They played against a tiny squad in the Warriors, right? Who their tallest person's probably about 6'8", Draymond Green or something.
And he had
And they
10
just
points
ran
and 6
circles
rebounds.
around the Lakers. You know what I mean? So that whole back to the basket traditional center NBA, that shit's done. That shit's cooked. So the Sixers might be ahead of the curve, with all these small, quick guards. So you never know what's gonna happen.
Leave it to Daryl Morey. He's ahead of the curve. Listen, I figured something out.
Best thing that could happen to the Sixers this year is Paul George never steps on the fucking court.
You
Yeah,
think?
absolutely, absolutely.
I have figured out there's only one way for us to have a Sixers championship. Okay. I'm going to take a page out of Fink's book. It's a human sacrifice. Okay.
I'll do it.
And there, not Fink, I knew you were going to think it was you. But there's only one person that we can sacrifice that will get us a championship. And I'm asking you guys to guess who it is.
We have to
Mark
sacrifice
Goodhart.
an actual human being?
Yeah. Does anyone, what did you say, Fink?
I said Mark
wasn't-
Goodhart.
Mark Goodhart? No. I'll give you a hint. This person has been a guest on the City Pigeons podcast before. They have to die.
Oh my god!
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
It's the only way.
I'm
You guys
completely lost.
Who do you guys think is responsible for creating the process?
Daryl Morey?
You're not talking about Spike Eskin.
I'm
has to
definitely talking
die.
about Spike Eskin.
Like, come on. Like,
He started this process thing. He started the tanking. I think a human sacrifice of Spike Eskin is the only way the
gee,
Sixers
I
can
think
win.
that's very morbid, but
Yeah, that's
I
not
mean,
nice.
I like Spike. I wouldn't want to.
I think it's fair.
He's got a midday show. He's got a wife and
Well,
dogs. I
he's
wouldn't wanna
drive time. He's not
sacrifice-
midday. He's drive time. So he's the big time. Spike, I think he understands. He's got some. Look, we had him on. He talked about how he's responsible for a lot of this process stuff.
Well, I think a lot of that is shtick, if we're being honest.
Well, me saying that he needs to be sacrificed is shtick too, to be honest with you. I
Yeah,
don't
it's-
expect anyone to
Is,
actually
is
kill
it?
him.
Is it?
But-
You seem
No.
pretty like excited about
just
that
in
one.
case, I wanted to
Listen.
to go against
Spike knows I'm a fan of his program, I'm a fan of his work, but
You wanted him dead.
You want to
well, the process, it's just been. I thought you guys would support this. This got a little dark. I'm going to back it off.
Yeah.
Let's
Jeff,
talk about this.
If you would have said someone to blame, maybe I would have been on board with
Okay,
it.
not actually kill him.
Right, sacrifice.
Well,
I was thinking like
That's like Fink saying he's going to kill himself every time we have this program. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Oh
was
no,
thinking more like
there's a
Josh
good chance of that.
Allen, something like kill billionaires type shit.
Jeff, I don't know
Let's
if you
talk about
explained
this.
this already, but is that like a Sugar Smacks t-shirt or something?
Okay, I didn't
See?
explain this.
That's what I said to him. He never heard
Okay,
of Sugar
okay.
Smacks, dude.
So you set me up.
What?
yeah,
No.
he thought it looked like Frosted Flakes. I go,
Yeah.
no, dude, Smacks was a cereal, and I had to
Okay.
Google it and show it to him.
So you led me to this, and I didn't know what the right time was for it.
It's
But
right
this
now.
is not a Sugar Smack shirt, and I was not aware of Sugar Smacks. I got to apologize. I thought it looked more like Frosted Flakes, but this shirt, this is a Trey Smack shirt. Okay, and now you have alluded to the fact that his name Trey Smack is a great name for lots of branding opportunities, right? But
Mhm.
this is a Trey Smack shirt.
Matty
and,
Market knows.
Look,
Dig 'em
here.
Smacks.
Right now,
Let
This-
him know who he is.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna say, who
getting
the
there,
hell's
I'm
Trey
getting there.
Smack?
so we alluded to this a couple weeks ago. Trey Smack is my cousin's son. which makes him my cousin, however many times removed or however the hell that works. Who the hell knows? And he is the kicker for the Florida Gators. And Mark Goodhart, went down to Florida to watch the Florida Gators play the Texas Longhorns at the Swamp and watch Trey kick. It was one of the games that Florida has won. Had a couple rough spots early in the season, but they just won a huge game against Mississippi State where Trey Smack went 3 for 3 with a 53-yarder and a 54-yarder.
Those are two smacks.
What is there? What?
Those are two smacks, 53 and 54.
Multiple smacks. I see what you're doing there. And I think he's got a real chance. He's about to potential. I don't want to. Okay, my cousin said I would jinx this, so all I can say is he has made 90 straight extra points.
Damn.
Okay, and there's a record. There's a record for how many extra points have ever been made by a kicker, and it is in reach. All right. So he's doing phenomenally, and it's very exciting to watch him. And
that's awesome, man.
But what's crazy about it is to think, I mean, he's got a very legitimate chance to, I think, at some point kick in the NFL. And so I'm obviously thinking like, okay, if I have a relative that's a kicker in the NFL, how's that going to work? Where is he going to go? And I'm like, obviously, the good news is Dallas's kicker is widely regarded as being like, the best young kicker in the NFL. So the chance of him going to Dallas are very slim. And then I'm like, what if he was, and look, Jake has rebounded well.
Yeah.
Listen, how do I want to think about this?
It's your cousin. If he goes to an NFL team, it's awesome. It doesn't mean you have to root for the team, but they can lose and make all their field goals.
Okay, but it presents complications. Like when the Eagles play them.
Let me ask you, is he from this area or is he from like the Florida? Did he get?
Truth be told, he and his family are Redskins fans. And I will say Redskins because, that's what they grew up with the team being called.
So racist.
I know. It's terrible. They're from Maryland. My cousin grew up more in North Carolina and Virginia.
No, that's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just going to be interesting, but it was exciting. And he's got his own merch and he gets a little piece of the pie with this NIL stuff.
Hell yeah.
But honestly, I spent some time with him. I can tell you this, like, this is how you always think maybe the kicker like isn't part of the team or doesn't feel like part of the team. Like this dude's he's a beast. And I can tell he's like in the weight room as much as these other guys. And he's just super confident, super locked in. I mean, he's going to be great no matter what he does.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What was his main sport in high school? Was it soccer or football?
That's actually a good question. I know that when he was growing up, he played a lot of lacrosse and then was playing like travel soccer.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, but I know he was playing like soccer when he was young, but I think at a pretty young age, he decided to kick. And then I think he was working with a guy by the name of just Matt Stover sound.
Yeah, NFL
kicker.
Hell yeah,
he was the old Ravens kicker,
yeah.
I think, before Tucker. So he worked closely with him, and he went to all the there are these camps you go to with all the top. Yeah, so he went to all that, but he's just I don't know. He when you're around him, it just seems like he can just do whatever he wants, and he's an athlete through and through.
That's awesome.
Great golfer too. So it seems like all these kickers are golfers, and Rocky, you can attest to this. That plane, man, like the swing plane and the kicking, it's very similar.
It
man.
is very similar.
So
I know you think about
it. It's interesting. This is a really cool thing.
Is Trey Smack now part of the Impact Athlete Management family now? How does that work?
I don't know, man. I just I'm just here. I'm just having fun. yeah. Shout out to Mark, who's on his way to LA. I think he's going to see Tierre. Oh, they have a Thursday night game, don't they? Yes, the Chargers. They're playing somebody, and Mark is going to watch Tierre, his client, play. So shout out, Mark. Travel safe, buddy.
Always on the
Anyway, that's the deal. Smack shirt's legit. Trey's going to be the man. He already is, and proud to be even related to somebody who's achieving those things.
Yo, can I fell victim to something last week, and I wanted to ask you guys if you ever fell victim to this. I never saw an Instagram ad that I clicked on and actually purchased what was on it until last week. Have you guys ever fell victim to an Instagram ad purchase?
Yeah.
Mine was a pretty, and I'll tell you what made me purchase it even more. it was an iPhone case, and it's always but it's 2 pieces. It just fits on the top and the bottom, right? So
Are they not even connected?
They're not connected. So I can feel my phone, which I've never done with an actual case on it, and it's pretty cool. It feels like it protects it. I could drop it either way.
Chill, bro.
I'm chill, but it's like a 6 hour into this purchase, but I feel like I've enjoyed it, and I've been so skeptical of buying. But what made me purchase this is I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and I went on there, and it was sold out for like 2 fucking weeks. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're showing me an ad, and it's sold out. So now I was like, all right, now when it comes back, so as soon as it came back in stock, I bought it. Which leads, is it just because it was sold out in my head? Does it like a calicocutpants.com, or is it because I thought the shit was pretty good?
All I know is this.
Sure.
I hope you enjoy seeing ads, because now that you've bought something, expect to see some other stuff coming down the pipeline.
Bring me what you got.
I'm just happy that you're happy, Meech. That's all I want to say.
Have any of you guys seen an ad on Instagram? Be like, I'm going to buy that. And
yes, I just did it the other day. It was a piece of fitness equipment. So yeah,
what kind of fitness?
You got
it. No, I will tell you about it.
We're here. What time is it?
No,
we got 3
I've been
minutes.
having some issues like with my. This is stupid. I was going to the physical therapist for some issues with my glute.
Yeah,
see, you got me going there.
And the Instagram ad figured it out. It looked in your emails and saw that shit.
It heard me talking about it. I'm sure the ads Rocky gets are very different, right, Rock?
I think you're getting some weird ads now.
For real. Some glue.
No, these are ads for my own physical wellness.
You know what ads I get too that I'm thinking about buying? It's like, is your big fat gut bothering you? And they're like, it's not, because if you can run, you can stop, you can't stop drinking, but if you take colon broom or whatever the fuck it is, you'll lose your gut in 15 days. I'm like, shit, I might buy that.
I just get therapy ads, and it's just like, don't do it. It's worth living, stuff like that.
No, do you really get those ads? Please tell me you don't.
It's a joke. I get socks. And
you buy them, right?
You buy therapy ads telling me that everything's okay.
I can't believe me and Jesse are the only ones out of us 4 that have fell circumstance to an Instagram ad.
I don't buy things off the internet.
I have, for sure.
Yeah, Rocky has too. All right, last thing for me on the Birds. Are they wearing the Kelly green this weekend?
Yes, Kelly green.
Yeah, boy.
That time. It feels like it's been forever, man. Let's whip that out already, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go.
I think
they wear week 1.
They need to switch up to the white Kelly green version.
Yeah, right.
That's
I would love to see that.
Those are beautiful. When you've seen Randall in the white, silver,
the silver pants.
Oh man.
Oh wait, was it? Did he white with silver? Yeah. Okay.
You know how some of these teams have these like Thursday night,
or at least the silver stripe down the pants.
The yellow Charger, the ugly yellow Chargers PP ones.
Yeah. How come we don't have something like that? I think the Eagles could do if the Eagles had all white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, white shoes. I think that'd be pretty sick.
The Bengals white helmets suck. I don't like those.
You know, the reason that we
the Bengals frost is nice.
Yeah, man.
Rock. The reason that we don't is because we use the Kelly green for that. Like other teams, No,
that's not our color rush. That's our.
Or maybe we use the black. We do the black, all black. Anyway, all right. Man, I can't believe that we already have been going for this long. I have more stuff here.
VJ Edgecombe just keeps scoring. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see the end of this, so we're gonna have to finish.
My boy Div said his rookie of the year odds are down to 950 already, plus 950.
Wow. Plus,
yeah.
Get the bet.
Get that in.
The bet in.
Get that.
Okay.
In.
It was at 1,300 before game,
and it's going to drop even further when Cooper Flagg shits himself tonight. So
playing point guard. We're gonna eat him alive
for real.
Get your VJ Edgecombe futures rookie of the year bets in, everybody. Real quick, Flyers. I decided like I'm rooting for the Flyers. I know that sounds stupid. Of course I'm rooting for Flyers, but do you realize how great a story it would be if Jonesy and Danny Briere are the ones to lead this team back to a championship? And talk it. Yeah. Like, let's go. And I know Meach was down there on Monday. They win a big game.
Tuesday night.
They're looking like they got some fire. I'm seeing
the crowd.
Broads is all hyped up.
There was like 3 fights. One delivered 2 10-minute misconducts, which is fucking awesome. I brought my the twins down there. Dude, we had a fucking blast. Connectany beat the shit out of some dude, and then he's talking shit to him in the penalty box afterwards. Tippett scored a goal.
That's pronounced Connectany. Just so you guys are right.
Isn't it like Schenectady, New York?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. He scored. Connectany scored 2 goals. He almost had a fucking hat trick.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt. It was a fucking awesome game, man.
Beautiful. And you know, here's what I did notice. I don't know if it's his style. Like, I'm not a big hockey guy, so I can't tell what's what. But like, you watch a Lakers game and you see Luka Doncic is so like slow and offbeat, but that's his style. Michkov is slow as fucking shit. He's the slowest guy on the Flyers. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he looked like he kind of didn't belong in some shifts. Okay, couple things. I've heard that people are giving him some stuff about his weight. Maybe he's like a little bigger.
I don't know, but this is just what I have no like I wanted to see him, so I'm watching him specifically, and he looked so goddamn slow.
See, this Keith is saying Edgecombe is plus 470. That went down quick. Yeah. If you got in, great job.
Plus 470, I'd rather bet a parlay tonight than bet him to have my money in stock for the whole fucking year.
Meach is irritated by this year thing. I can tell.
It's.
I can tell when he's irritated.
I know him well enough. Early in the night,
he's shitting on Saquon Barkley.
Well, I just want to know
what's he done this year.
Why do you think Barkley sucks? You're the one sitting here saying he sucks. Meach said. I hate Saquon Barkley. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking a question.
We're not doing this again. Okay, so we're in on the Flyers. Fink said he hasn't paid attention at all. That sucks. Rocky
That's not true.
Hockey. Listen, Rocky on hockey. Is that going to be a thing, Rock, or no?
TBD.
It's got a nice ring to it.
It does.
Yeah,
but
why don't we do a City Pigeons to the Flyers game and get a little bit indulge in the crowd and the vibes and get a little rowdy.
Wait, there's 4 of us here, right? One of our girlfriends or wives works for the Flyers and will probably get us an in.
Not mine. I got a wife.
Rock, is that you?
He's married too.
No.
Is your wife girlfriend
also
Fink?
I'm having bit.
It's breaking up. It's frozen.
How dare you?
That's pretty good, Fink. That's pretty good.
There was like 20.
Wait, one of the members of the City Pigeons crew has frickin' season tickets.
Yeah, but he's got 2, and he often takes his son. So
yeah,
we'll work on it. Maybe we can reach out to the Flyers and just be like, "Hey, Flyers, we're the City Pigeon guys. Give us some tickets."
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we'll let me drive. What if they let me ride on a Zamboni? That would be pretty cool.
What if we could do our podcast from the Zamboni?
Oh, during the first intermission, we'll just do a live hit.
Okay.
And then I'll act like I fake fall off, and you guys can run me over with it.
It's all good energy. It's good energy.
I want to close with something. If you think Rocky on baseball was bad, Rocky on hockey is gonna be. I mean, we can give it a shot, but I'm really lost when it comes down to hockey. I ain't gonna lie. Unless
Rocky on hockey is just a Wayne Simmons update. Be like, he's at his home in Central Connecticut.
We're actually in Wayne Simmons' house right now.
I think we can do Rocky on hockey. Just you guys taking some shots on goal. How about that?
Listen, I'm going to spend a couple extra minutes on some miscellaneous stuff because I think it's fun. And I just want to say, if you don't think that the City Pigeons are out there covering the issues that people want to hear about, you're wrong. Okay, because we tackle important societal problems, and there's no greater evidence of that than this tweet right here. Okay, now
Why are you making fun of me for this? I'm really upset by it, man.
Some people would think that Fink's hatred of Wawa for their mid-level hoagies as compared to the hoagie epicenter of the universe, Fink's hoagies, would prevent him from entering a Wawa. But apparently he needs to go in there to get his sunflower seeds. And he has a very specific gripe. And his tweet reads as follows. At Wawa, hey, so all your stores carry, quote, Biggs sunflower seeds, but only one flavor. And it's the worst flavor, dill pickle. We need more flavor, like Zesty Ranch and the Taco Supreme flavor. They also are way better than David Seeds. End tweet.
Yo, while I don't disagree with Fink, in the time it took him to write that, he could have went to Amazon and got next day delivery on Zesty Ranch is $2.18 for a 5.35 ounce bag, and
That's actually a good deal.
And the Taco Supreme is $26 for a fucking 12 pack of them. So just keep them stashed in your van. Fuck Wawa. Like with all this shit, there's no reason to go. I mean,
yeah, Fink, you don't want to get Wawa money anyway.
I only go into Wawa has.
There's like a 1% chance he's listening, but fuck them.
Yeah, fuck that. But Wawa has very good iced tea, and sometimes when I'm grabbing an iced tea, I look just to see like maybe they'll surprise me one day and have the sunflower seeds I like. But I do agree. But I'm not good with buying things off the internet because I'm not like I don't know.
I went like a couple months ago. I went into CVS and I went to get the eye drops that I like, and it was $28 for 2 of them.
The eye drops are out of control.
For eye drops,
it's out of control.
So while I was in the store, I went on Amazon and I could get 6 bottles for $28 that day. So I just while I was in there,
and if I know you walked up to the register and were like, I just got 6 bottles on Amazon.
I did.
What?
I didn't.
Saquon Barkley sucks.
See, you don't know because I don't like causing a scene. I don't like being the center of attention. But I just said fucking $28 is ridiculous. Looked it up. I got 6 bottles for the same amount, and I got them the same day from Amazon.
It's a come up. Something to think about.
That's why
I've come to conclusion stuff like that, like niche stuff.
That's why I don't order off the internet. We got to keep these brick and mortar
mortals.
Yeah, Wawa ain't a brick and mortar store, man. It's a fucking giant conglomerate.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Okay.
I wasn't just talking about that. Shut up.
All right.
You're tweeting them
before we go, because if we go more than like a minute, an hour, and
how you feel about Saquon?
10 minutes, we turn into.
I think he's gonna turn it around. I don't hate him. I don't know why you hate him.
Okay.
You loved them. Meach loved them last year.
He's underperforming.
All right.
He loved them last year. Now he wants to hate on him all of a sudden.
I thought your internet connection was bad.
You love Pants Scatterboo. Just admit it.
Okay. So I'm going to go to Meech on this because respectfully, you guys don't have any kids and Meech has 5. Meech.
Yes.
What would you say? I want you to think about this. I think we know how awesome it is to share our love of sports teams, or sports themselves with our kids, right?
Right.
What is either the second best or even rivals that in terms of something you can share with your kids that hits inside in a way like nothing else could?
Easy. Music.
Bang!
Music.
I knew my guy would be locked in on this. That's what he does. All right. Tomorrow night, I am going to see a concert with my daughter, who's 11 years old.
Let's hear it.
I'm making way too much noise with this. She is a big fan of Billie Eilish.
Awesome.
Now, you know anything about Billie Eilish?
I know Billie Eilish.
Okay.
She seems like a good role model for a young girl.
Leave the role model out of this. Like, compared to Sabrina Carpenter. Do you know what I mean? Like seeing her on Billie Eilish, the big okay, I'll give you a testament to Billie Eilish. You know who has their own signature line of Mitchell and Ness NBA hats?
She does, and she has her own line of Jordans.
Look at this. This is a Philadelphia 76ers Mitchell and Ness authentic hat that has Billie Eilish logos on it, and it's not like someone did that online. This is a partnership between the two. I saw this. I'm like, I have to have it. I'm wearing this tomorrow. I got a custom shirt made at the mall. You know, you can go to the mall.
It's good stuff.
I
yeah.
went into Hot Topic and they had Billie Eilish shirts.
Dude, you can go to the mall in 1985. I used to get Michael Jackson T-shirts made from Oxford Valley Mall. My buddy's aunt used to run.
I walked across from Hot Topic. I'm like, yo, can you grab this album cover, throw this on it? Boom. Dad of the year. We already actually went to a show. It was dope. And the cool thing about Billie Eilish compared to like, she used to be in a Taylor Swift. And then she decided Taylor Swift was cringy. And Billie Eilish actually is like an artist that is edgy and thoughtful and like weird in her own way. I love that. I'm there for it. I'm so excited to go.
I like it.
Tomorrow night.
Good for you.
Yeah. It's like my son, you know, he's all into the sports. Love that. But honestly, music with my daughter is like, maybe it's right there. It is right there. So I'm excited. Got the Billie Eilish Sixers hat.
Dad of the year.
Let's go.
Now,
Let's get
is
in there.
that a limited edition? So, like, can you resell that for hundreds of dollars?
Maybe I will. What I know is this: they don't sell it in the store, so I had to order it. You know,
What if some young punk sticks you up for it outside the state?
That's a risk that I got to run. But I want to say this:
hey, old man, give me your Billie Eilish Sixers hat.
I'm all in on this concert financially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
The tickets, the hat, the custom
Good
shirt,
for you, dude.
the parking. But yeah, I
She
can't
won't
wait.
forget it.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So these are good times, guys. Listen, to wrap a bow on this, a couple weeks ago, we came out of some of the darkest times we've had in a long time. Eagles pulled together. BG's back.
Could it be
Sixers,
that dark when we're less than 8 months removed or
No.
10 months removed
No.
from a Super Bowl?
Sixers are only down by 11. It's going to be a
down
good
now?
year.
Don't worry,
Joel
Embiid's hustling. He's getting back in here. He's going to run full court for the last quarter.
No, they're like, he's down. They're not even going to bring him back. Anyway, we're going to watch the end of this game here. Thank you so much to
and if this is the first game, just wait until his conditioning gets good.
Yeah.
And like the 60th game, he's going to be on a roll, man.
I want to say thank you to EJ Finkcomb and Rocky Bricklayer for joining the program tonight.
Fink has something to say to me.
Go ahead, Fink.
Yeah, I just want to ask Meech a question. He already, now that he's shitting on Embiid, he's already shit on Barkley. Any other players you want to shit on before we sign off?
Just those two, dude. maybe Kirkring, maybe fucking Zach Wheeler. I mean, not Zach Wheeler.
Oh no,
maybe Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
I'm in on that.
Right.
Screw them guys. I just wanted to see if there was anyone else. I'm
I
sorry.
can't believe I just said Zach
Rocky Bricklayer.
Wheeler.
Any closing thoughts from you?
No, go Sixers.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Well, we might be back next week. We might not. I don't really know.
I might not be invited back.
That's just how we roll.
I might not be able to hear next week.
Yeah.
So it's Halloween
get
next week. So you guys, if you do come back next week, there's got to be some costumes.
Halloween's on
Yeah,
Friday.
it's on Friday.
I know.
Well,
but
you
it's
dress
Halloween
up, dude.
week. What?
Yeah, you know you're not going to do anything, so don't even. You
I'm
know.
not
Beach
gonna
is going to
do
be all jacked up on the steroids. It's going to be great.
I dress up as a clown every day.
You know, the self-deprecation. It's strange. You know?
It's good
I don't
humor,
like
man. It
I
makes
don't
me
like
feel
All right,
better.
Fink. We'll be thinking about you, buddy. You have a great week. We love everybody. Have a good night.
Play the theme song.
Let's do it.